Is this one working? Okay. This is what they call an old RCA ribbon mic. All of the old Quartets back in the day.
Two things that we can do is called either vocal band and singing for sound quartet, have them sing a song for us.
Use an RCA ribbon mic. They would balance themselves around one mic and sing their songs. And this is a song.
You can join in.
There's a sweet, sweet spirit in this place, and I know that it's the spirit of the There are sweet expressions on each face, and I know you feel the presence of the
Hebrews 12:1, therefore then, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, is really significant in that we are surrounded by a large cloud of witnesses. To begin with, all of you alumni who are here in attendance today, and then those alumni who have been unable to attend for one good reason or another, and then in memoriam, those who have gone on ahead of us. You who are in attendance will have your opportunity to witness to one another during the break time set out in the schedule for this reunion, and at supper at Perkins Restaurant after the reunion festivities are completed here. And I would like to share some of the witnesses of those alumni who have been unable to attend, choosing from the many letters, emails, and phone calls that I've either received or made this past year, and especially in the past 3 weeks, since the Metro Lutheran newspaper article came out on LBI and the reunion. And I have to admit that I haven't been able to keep up with all the phone calls, and I believe I have about a dozen or maybe a baker's dozen telephone numbers on my cell phone where there's no voicemail has been left. Pastor Paul Gabrielson isn't getting around as much as he used to, but he sends his best wishes to our gathering. Ozzy Osgood Gallegos was the first alum to respond to the postcard. I hope a lot of you got that postcard. You know, I thought that people would maybe, keep it close by, but it's buried underneath other stuff. And she called to say that they were moving from Winona to Missouri and so would not be able to attend. But still such a spirited woman, I'll tell you. Willis Christensen. Does anybody remember Willis Christensen? He's 83 years old, still pastors a church in Wisconsin. Sent me an email telling me about that. And especially Velma Severson Larson,
Oh, yeah.
Phil Larson's wife,
Yeah.
who to me, in her recent expression, best exemplifies the spirit of what LBI was and is all about. Let me read her letter to you. There have been some significant changes in our lives since the last reunion. Velma's father died in September 2006, and she moved to Yankton, South Dakota, 2 months later to be near her elderly mother. That meant closing down 35 years worth of connections and responsibilities. But there have proven to be new responsibilities and connections, so it was the right choice to make. In February of 2007, Phil retired from 31 years at the cheese factory in Clayton, Wisconsin, and moved to South Dakota. Imagine that. He wanted to continue living with Velma. Actually, it was a timing thing rather than a relationship problem. He began work as an assistant beekeeper in March of 2007, and so from his perspective, he is now getting paid to play. His love of the beekeeping industry is paying off. Early in 2007, Velma entered the ELCA candidacy program, participating in TEEM, Theological Education for Emerging Ministries, and serving as the pastor of a local congregation while pursuing seminary studies. The class is now complete, and her ordination is scheduled for Bangor Lutheran Church in Mission Hill, South Dakota on July 10th, just the week before our reunion. Our children and grandchildren continue to do well. All the kids are gainfully employed or married to someone who is. All 7 grandchildren are in various stages of growing up. The young ones range in age from 14 to 2. We keep hoping for more babies, but right now no one seems to be inclined that way. We are healthy and happy. Sorry. Phil has learned to appreciate life on the prairie, and Velma is thankful to return to her roots. Life is good, God is better. Have a good time reminiscing. Velma and Phil Larson. As I was listening to the spirit of the music for this year's In Memoriam, I was struck by the differences in each of the persons that have gone on before us. Most recently, Gary Burseth and Paul Tunsteth. And the piece that came to mind was the Goldberg Variations, played by Glenn Gould. And I want to bring that up on the screen, and then it'll be playing in the background. And then we'll read the names of the persons who have gone on before us from each of the classes.